In this video, we'll be looking at key maps and key sets and how they configure within Bepoz. Firstly, a key map in Bepoz is a layout of products at the till. Here is a till map, and you'll see this area here is all the products that I can sell at this till. This is called a key map. At the top, you'll see that the key map that I'm showing at the moment is Bistro. Next to this, there is another key map for bar, function, and table pages. I can select these by simply clicking on them with my finger. If I click on bar, then it will show me the bar key map. If I click on function, it will show me the function key map. These four key maps that I have shown on this till are together called a key set. In your venue, you may have multiple tills. These tills may all have the same key maps, or they may have different key maps. The way to set this up is we create a key set, and within the key set, we allocate the key maps that we wish to be in it. Then, we allocate the key set to the till. During trading, you can even change the key set that is in use at each till. This might be useful for on public holidays or on a weekend where the product mix that you are selling at a till varies. You can see here on this key map that we have different size keys. We have single size keys and double size keys. The double size keys are very useful for products that are sold often, prompting the operator to find those products much easier. You can also see that the keys can have different colours. Not only the background colour to be different, but also the text colour can vary. Additional to this, you'll see the key maps themselves have a different background colour. On this one we have a beige background, on the bar we have a blue, and on the function we have a white. This also prompts the operator so they know where they're at within the key maps. The last key map we have here is a special key map. It's for table pages. If you are using table pages in your venue and they are linked directly to Bepoz, you can have a key map like this which will select the table page to inform the customer that their food is ready. Okay, now let's go to back office and let's see how we set up both these key maps and the key sets. Go into back office and log in. To get to product key maps, we go to the maintenance menu on the left, and you'll see that the second option is product key maps. When I select this, I get a list of all the key maps that are currently in the system. You'll see that there are 3 columns shown: the key map name, the display name, which may vary from the key map name, and which tills it's used in. You'll see across the top I can add, edit, delete key maps. I can view key lists, which we'll talk about later. We can print this list, or we can view and edit the key sets. This database has already been set up with key sets and key maps, so we'll look at how we've got these configured currently. Firstly, we'll look at key sets. You'll see that at the top of the screen there is a shortcut into the key set maintenance. If I click on this, it shows me the key set maintenance screen. Firstly, I can select different key sets that are currently configured in the system by using the key set drop-down. You'll see that in this database I have quite a few key sets already configured. If I click on the Bistro one, this is the key set that we previously saw on the till. You'll see below here we can have up to 20 key maps. As you have more or less key maps in any key set, the tabs across the top will automatically vary in size. Obviously, if you had 20 key maps, the tabs would be very small if they were all right next to each other. That's why we have the facility to select multiple tab lines. I can actually have up to 4 tab lines, which means across 20 key maps, there'll be 5 key maps on each line. But let's select this to 2 and let's see how it looks at the till. I make sure I save the key set and then I'll go to the till. Here I'm showing the till again, and what I need to do is refresh the key maps that are on the screen. At the till, the way I do this is under the Manager menu, there is a Refresh Keymaps. You can see now at the till, I have two lines of tabs. Bistro and Bar on the top line and Function and Table Pages on the second line. Obviously, this till layout isn't designed to have multiple tab lines. There are other till layouts that can be selected that allow a lot more room for the tab lines to be displayed. Let's go back to the back office. Firstly, we better change the tab lines back to 1 or 0, both means the same thing, just so we don't cause problems in the future. Let's have a look at this key set in a bit more detail. You'll see that here I have quite a few key sets already configured. I can add a new key set, I can type in the name, we'll leave it as new key set for the moment, and then I can select from all the key maps that are currently in the system which to be in this key set. The order that I add them is the order they'll show on the till. As you can see, it is very easy and very quick to add new key sets. Now that we've created a new key set, and we know we have other key sets that we can select from, let's go back to the till and let's see how we can select other key sets at the till. Here we are still back at our bistro. If I refresh the key maps, we go back to the single line of tabs. Okay, we might be getting to a Saturday and we want to select a different key set. To do this, we select the Manager menu and there is a key called Price Level Key Sets. In here, if I pull the drop down, I can select from any of the key sets that are in the system. You'll see here I have the new key set that I just created. If I select it, it now displays the key set that I created in the back office. You'll see it has 4 tabs, and these are the tabs that I selected to be my key set. In addition to manually changing key sets at a till, I can also create schedules that will change key sets at predefined times. Okay, let's go back to the back office and now let's set up a key map. Here is the back office and we'll go back to the key map list. Okay, let's have a look at one of the existing key maps that's already in the system. Let's have a look at the Bistro key map. If I double click on it, it brings up the key map edit screen. When you first see this screen, it looks like there's a lot of setups that are required for the key maps. Actually, it is very easy and very quick to set up key maps within the system. Let's have a look at the screen and the different areas that we need to look at. Firstly, at the top, we have the key map name and a display name. The key map name is how you'd reference the key map in the system. The display name can be different and it is what is shown at the till. To the right of this, we have the map back color. This will be the color of the tab at the top and also the color of any area that doesn't have a button. Below this, we have a list of all the tills that is currently using this key map. You'll see here that it's used by the server, Bistro Till, and Bistro Till 2. Next to this, we have a flag called No Condiments. This is a bit of an advanced concept, but basically what it means is I can have a key map, and when the flag is turned on for no condiments, any product that normally would ask for condiments will not ask for these condiments at that till. Okay, dominating this screen layout, obviously, is the key map itself. You'll see that we've got all the keys and they're shown very similar to how they're shown at the till. In this instance, you'll see that we have 8 rows and 6 columns. You'll see that over to the left there is a manual layout settings and it is also showing us that we have horizontal 6 columns and vertically 8 rows. This is important because different tills may have different layouts. You may have more or less columns and rows on different tills. This might be because some tills have a lot less keys and you wish the keys to be much bigger, or you may actually have different sized tills. A tablet, for instance, may have a much smaller screen, so therefore you would have less rows, less columns, so the keys would be bigger. The system currently is showing 6 by 8 because the till I have selected is a server, and the server is configured to have 6 by 8. If I pull down and select a different till, this till for instance is a different size till and it has 5 horizontal rows, and 8 verticals. It is important to remember that these selections up the top left have no bearing on how the till works. This is simply for when you're creating the key map at the back office, the screen will look very similar to how the till looks. For our purpose, we'll just leave it at the server because that's the till that we're playing with. Okay, now let's look at the buttons themselves. You'll see in the bottom left hand corner it has button details and nothing is being displayed. This is because I haven't selected one of the buttons on the screen. If I select the first button, you'll see that now on the left it shows me that the button type is a product. There is no override text. The product name is chips. The size is select size. And then below this I have a forecolor of black and a back color of yellow. Okay, let's quickly add a few different buttons to this key map and see how we can quickly add them and what options I have. Firstly, up here I'll double click and the system prompts me with the product list. From here I can select an individual product by simply double clicking, and you'll see that that product is now on that key. Over to the left it shows me that the product is beef nachos. I can leave it as select size or I can select the size. This product doesn't have individual sizes, so I can leave it as select or select size number 1. I could also change the forecolor or the back color. The second type of button that I can add might be the product group. Instead of selecting individual products, I wish to come over to here to the actual group and double click on this. You'll see now that it has the name light meals, and over to the left it tells me the button type is group. This means that the operator at the till will be presented with all the products within this group. The third type of button that I can put on this screen is a key list. To add a key list, I right click on the key and you'll see that I have the option of a select as a product or select as a key list. If I select the key list option, it shows me a list of all the key lists in the system. A key list is simply a list of products that I create myself. Unlike the product group, which is pre-configured within Bepoz, this is a list of products that I can put in any order and they can come from anywhere within the product list. If I go in firstly to one of the existing ones, function white wine, I can select that and put that directly onto this key. Now this key is using that predefined key list. Alternatively, what I could do is create a new key list. I give it a name, and now I can add the products to this key list. There is another video in this series that details all the ways of creating different types of key lists and adding them to a key map. At this stage, we'll have a look at layout mode. In the toolbar at the top, you'll see there is a button called layout mode. What this will do is on this screen show you what this key map will look like at the till. If I click on it, you'll see that there are numerous double-sized keys on this key map. The way we achieve this is by simply having two keys set exactly the same on top of each other. If I turn off layout mode, you'll see that right here I have two buttons that are set both to entrees. Also above it, there are two that are set to light meals. As long as all the settings are the same for the two buttons, if they are on top of each other like this, at the till, they will join together and form one large double-sized key. Additionally, in layout mode, this will show you which buttons will and will not appear at each individual till. It is important to remember that a button will only appear on the till if that product is stocked in the store that this till's in, meaning that if you have products that are only stocked in some stores, those stores that the product is not stocked in, it will not appear on those tills. An example of this is if I select the till over here and I change down to Auditorium Till 1. You'll see now that numerous buttons have disappeared on this till setting. This means that the products that I had there do not exist in the store, the auditorium. So therefore the button will automatically not show on this till. Okay, let's go back to server setting. Lastly, in this overview, because we've made changes to this key map, it is very important to remember to save the key map. But not only that, we also must remember to send the key map down to the tills, because all we're changing here is just the key map in the database on the back office. To send the key map to the tills, we use the Send menu at the top of the screen. Select the first option, Send Key Maps to all local tills, and it will then send a message to the Smart Controller to send out the key maps to all the tills. Now you will find that if we switch to the till, that now our key map has the new buttons that we've just added to the key map. This has been an overview of key maps and key sets within Bepoz. Remember, there are other videos that go into details of adding products and product groups, and also key lists to key maps within Bepoz.